There are many heroes whose image is inspired by the classic Superman: Homelander, Omni-Man, Snyder's Superman, and the Sentry. Each represents a unique interpretation of the Man of Steel. After the premiere of the Thunderbolts, it raises an interesting question: which one is the strongest? Especially curious to consider the Sentry, as for many viewers the character of Lewis Pullman is not very familiar. Today, let's look at the characteristics of this character in detail and compare him to other versions of the movie Superman. Robert Bob Reynolds is presented in the movie Thunderbolts as a deeply traumatized man with a difficult past. His childhood is marred by physical and emotional abuse at the hands of his father. In an attempt to cope with the trauma of growing up, Bob turns to drugs and becomes addicted to methamphetamine. During this difficult period, he travels to Asia where he becomes a participant in an experimental program of the secret corporation of the OCS under the direction of Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. The project, known as Sentry, was aimed at creating super soldiers. Prior to Bob's arrival, the project was considered a failure and was even wanted to be shut down. After successfully uncovering Bob's abilities, the project finally comes to fruition, albeit with serious complications. Reynolds' psychological problems lead to the emergence of his dark side, the Void, or Darkness. The Sentry becomes one of the most powerful heroes in the Marvel movie universe. In the comics, Robert's transformation is also due to an experimental version of the serum. This serum was originally planned to be 100,000 times more powerful than Steve Rogers' formula. However, the result exceeded all expectations. A unique phase-shifting effect has occurred in Sentry's body. Each of his atoms now exists in a moment, prior to the current time period. This allows him to alter reality and endow himself with any kind of power. There is an alternative version of the origin of Force. According to it, an ancient cosmic entity, Gloom, merged with the Sentry and greatly enhanced Robert's abilities. It was Murak who gave him the ability to control reality, which is the main manifestation of the cosmic energy of the One Above All. The Sentry is a direct reflection of the dual nature of Marvel's creator. It has also been said that the Sentry's power comes from a different time stream, where millions of stars are constantly exploding and being reborn in an endless cycle of life. The actual source and potential of the Sentry's power remains a mystery, but I personally find the Gloom version to be the most credible. According to character creator Paul Jenkins, the basis of the Sentry's powers lies in the manipulation of reality. This ability gives him access to every possible power and makes him an almost omnipotent being. In Thunderbolts, only the most basic level of the character's powers are shown. Actor Lewis Pullman has already confirmed that the character will become much stronger in the next projects. The Guardian's physical parameters far surpass those of other super soldiers, including Bucky, John, and Red Guardian. His tremendous strength allows him to easily overpower Thunderbolts, warp Walker's shield, tear off Bucky's prosthetic limb. Invulnerability is another key aspect. His body is virtually immune to attack. Large caliber bullets do no damage. Falls from great heights leave no marks. Invulnerability and strength. He successfully withstands all of the Thunderbolt's attacks. Interestingly, Bob is referred to as invincible many times in the movie. This is incorrect because Invincible is not a Marvel character. Physical abilities. Superhuman speed gives Bob the ability to move faster than human perception. He appears as a blurry blur and is able to move short distances instantly. Reactive reflexes allow him to spectacularly block Bucky's punches and dodge point-blank shots. Regeneration provides rapid tissue recovery. Even after activating an emergency switch designed to stop Project Sentry, it only took a few minutes to recover. Flight ability. Flight grants the ability to soar through the air and travel at tremendous speeds. Although his first flight proved to be a mishap, Bob later learned to accurately control the height and speed of his flight. Psychic abilities. Telekinesis allows him to manipulate objects and people with his mind. Telepathy allows him to interact with the minds of others. Through physical contact, Bob can view another's memories or induce certain emotions. Light control. Another ability is complete control over light. He is adept at controlling its direction, purity, amplitude, intensity, and duration. Bob is able to use light to destroy objects with tremendous heat. Manipulation of darkness manifests in a state of gloom. Guardian is able to expand the shadows around him, using his own shadow as a source. This ability can cover vast areas, potentially affecting entire cities. In doing so, the Void is an all-consuming entity, capable of making people disappear and turning light into darkness. Darkness possesses an impressive array of powers. First of all, he wields absolute control over his body, which allows him to freely change his appearance, such as transforming into a huge cloud of darkness. in which he is almost impossible to defeat. One of his key abilities is intangibility, the ability to phase his body, making himself invulnerable to attacks as they simply pass through him. As the opposite of the Sentry, Void has tremendous power over the darkness he is made of. In the comics, his power increases during the night. His powers are so great that they can withstand magic, psionic, and even divine energy. From the darkness, he can create an entire army of shadow soldiers. In the comics, Void uses a multitude of tentacles coming out of his body. These tentacles are so strong that they can handle multiple heroes at once and can even crush the bones in the Hulk's body. Particularly dangerous is its ability to warp matter. With a touch of his limbs, darkness can defy strength on an atomic level, which allowed him to disintegrate even Loki. The final scene after the credits shows that although Bob's powers remain, he decides not to use them, preferring to live an ordinary life. However, his return in the movie Doomsday hints at a possible change in this decision. In the context of the Thunderbolts team, Bob becomes not just a hero with superpowers and a dark side, but a reflection of the collective trauma of the entire team, a symbol of government overreach into the lives of ordinary people. One of the Sentry's most impressive abilities is his ability to resurrect himself. In the comics, the character demonstrates a phenomenal ability to regenerate himself, even when his body has been decomposed into atoms. This especially makes him significantly stronger than heroes such as Superman, Homelander, and Omni-Man. When considering the opposition of these giants, John Homelander proves to be the weakest link. The Boys universe is a more down-to-earth franchise, where the heroes have certain limitations to their powers as well. Homelander's speed is only a few times the speed of sound, and his physical strength and durability are negligible. He could even be injured by an iron dildo. Superman, Sentry, and Omni-Man are vastly superior to John. Omni-Man in particular stands out as he proves to be more powerful than the Kryptonian from Snyder's version, due to the fact that his speed is an order of magnitude faster than the speed of light. Sentry, on the other hand, is a character of a completely different power level. In addition to the ability to resurrect, he possesses a whole arsenal of supernatural powers, can turn opponents into shadows, manipulate other people's minds, and use telekinesis, capable of tearing the insides of enemies to pieces. Furthermore, the Sentinel has the potential to control the internal temperature of enemies, burning them from the inside out. In this way, the Sentry becomes the new, most powerful version of Superman in the comic book movie world. All-powerful, invincible, and superior to Superman, Homelander, and Omni-Man. Thanks for watching, and see you again, friends.